Hey everyone, I tried to go live and I was going to talk about some hairstyles with my boho headbands that I have. And one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my hair so that I can have some curls at the top, even though I have the headband on. And the reason I got motivated to do this is I have so many. I have the green floral. And by the way, I'm going to be sharing this to the Pentecostal hairstyles for the Updo Challenge on Facebook, my group that I have on Facebook. And, you know, I know a lot of people have long hair, not just Pentecostals, but I'm Pentecostal and Pentecostals have long hair, and that's why I named it that. And so I'm going to go ahead and keep that name, but these are some new ones that I got, and you can find these on my Friendly Oils site at https:// friendlyoils.square.site. And it's a great site. You can find these for sale. They're $5.50 each. Or you can buy them directly from me. Either just message me, because now this is on YouTube. I meant to do this on my group, but I'm going to be sharing this link into my group, but now it's on YouTube as well, since I did have to record it. The reason why I had to record it is because I was not getting a signal. So these are wide cloth bands that you can use with updos. I like the curly updos myself, and that's what I'm going to attempt to do right now. And I just did a, where you test to see what colors look the best on you, and they said pinks and blues and purples and silvers. And I think most of my clothes are black and red, and everything that I did not just list is what the colors that I actually have in my own collection of clothing. Anyway, okay, so you can see I have a lot of different colors and styles. I have plain colors, I have the boho colors, I have the handkerchief style, I have the Aztec look. Just take a screenshot if you see one that you like. I'm just going to do a few more here. And if you order mine, sorry, there's the knot. I didn't hold that right. If you order these from viewing this, then I will give you a deal on it. I'll give you a couple of dollars off. So if they're $5.50, I'll sell them to you for $3.50 today. Or if you make a reference to this video, and if I have that in stock, because you can see what I have in stock. Once it's sold, it's sold. So since I found out my complementary colors are pink, you see I have a pink shirt on, and I'm going to try these for my hair. I'm keeping these for myself now. These are not for sale. Even if you see them on my site, it might have one in stock, because I have one pink and I have one of the pink floral with gray. Silver and pink, I guess. Does that look good next to me? I'll have to tell you how I got my skin tone, but I'll do that in a different video, because right now, and also I have this flex brush for sale at on my site, on my friendlyoils.square site. I do have some stock of hair accessories, but I just love this flex brush. I feel like it's almost a must-have, at least it is for my life, because the way it goes through my hair, I should post some pictures. I'll see if I can add them into this when I upload this video, but my granddaughter can play with my hair. You know, I say my granddaughter will allow me to brush her hair, and now I found out that I will allow my granddaughter to brush my hair. She's 3, you guys. She's 3 years old, and she doesn't like her hair brushed, but she likes to brush my hair. And this magic flex brush works for both causes. And when I was filling my happy hair, this is the strawberry rose vanilla, which by the way, through August is half off. August 2025. This will be up for a long time. Once I put it on YouTube, I never take my videos down. And but anyway, whenever I was filling this, it really spilled out on the sides. So I took a whole bunch of it and just kind of went through my hair. And the reason why I did that was to kind of use it as a protectorant. But I'm going to go ahead and spray a few more sprays of Happy Hair, which is $10 a bottle. And I haven't sprayed it yet. It's not empty, believe me. There's one spray. What I like to do, speaking of that, is I like to kind of twist my ends, and that way I get them saturated, and then I hold that end and just do one squirt, and then see how it got on that. That's 2 squirts, you guys. I feel like that's really saturated. You can do, I recommend 1 to 3. So let's go ahead and go up a little higher. Oh, I did 1.5 there, but I'm already ahead because I've got it through my hair too. But hey, I have plenty of the oil. But for you, you're just using it on your ends, and it's gonna restore your ends and protect them, mostly protect them with the from damages. The reason I am definitely putting this on, let me step back. I got this pink shirt on. I don't know if I like it, but it's the only thing that I really had that was pink. Let me move my laundry. But anyway, okay. So what I'm gonna do right now, and this is the way that I like to curl my hair, and I don't know why, it just makes sense to me, is because I take half of my hair like this, and I put it up. And the reason why is it just, my hair is pretty thick. Sorry, my hair is pretty thick. So I put half of it up and I just curl half at a time. Then I take this little, I don't think I have any more of these clips for sale, but I used to sell them all the time. Now I use the flat clips. I do have the flat clips for sale. And then I have my, it's just a Pro Beauty. You can see it's got some product that, I always have product on my hair. Woo! That is on high. I do not want that on high. But anyway, this is an old curling iron and I couldn't find my new one. So I just take a strand. Well, I don't take that thin of a strand usually, but we'll go ahead since it seems to be that it's on its own. And to me, the thinner the strand, the faster it curls. That's why I divide my hair. Look at that. That's just steaming. And that way you don't have to leave it on very long. Okay? You don't, woo. Sorry, that was up way too high, more than I normally do it. And so this is how I curl my hair, you guys, is just like teeny tiny strand. I know everybody is different. Some of you may take gobs and gobs of hair, and I have mine on a low setting right now. I turned it down from high though, so it was steaming on that first one. You can see it's not steaming now. Got to be careful about heat in our hair. I rarely put heat in my hair. And so I'm doing it for you today because I want to do some boho hair. And I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit because I haven't, well, here's my, isn't this cute? I haven't done my wide boho headband, knotted fabric headband here. I haven't done it. $2 off $5.50 would be $3.50 each for those. For you, if you see this ad, if you go to my what you call it. If you order it from me personally, that's the way you're gonna have to do it, or you can just go and buy it for the $5.50. It's worth it. But if you go to message me either on Facebook, a lot of you are Facebook friends with me, or you can comment on this video in the Pentecostal hairstyles for the Updo challenge. You can comment on the video that you see, or you can email me on YouTube if you saw this on YouTube, because it's going to be both places. But anyway, that's how you'll get your $2 off, is if you contact me and ask for $2 off of the boho type wide cloth headband. I called it the boho, but I mean, this is a handkerchief wide cloth headband. So anyway, this is how I do it. I did put that protectorant on it, and I do not keep it on that heat, even at a low heat, especially not at the high heat. But I do very, very thin strands. And you can, well, right now, without editing, which I'll probably edit, because anytime I put things on YouTube, I edit it. But without editing, this is already, we're 11 minutes in, but I don't know what time I started curling. I think I started maybe 3 or 4 minutes ago. So, but this is how I like to curl my hair. I just like all the curls. And another thing that I like to do is I like to keep them bunched up if possible, even if I pin them back up to my head. And I'm not doing that right now because I'm videoing and I'm trying to hurry. But that's something that you can do. Another thing about doing it this way with my hair half up like this is if I just wear this half up and do it better, like a better bun, and I do it half up, then I'm only curling half of my hair. So only half of my hair is seeing the heat. That's another thing, another cheat trick. Not a cheap trick, a cheat trick. It's cheap too. But that's another thing that you can do is just curl half of your hair, like put your hair up and leave half of it down and curl the bottom half. But again, teeny tiny strands, and you won't have to leave it on that curling iron for very long. I'm talking about people like me with tons and tons of hair. And this is just the bottom half of my hair, and I didn't even use, half of it. I only used maybe a third of it. So I have this much more again and again, two more times. But I'm only going to curl the top half and the bottom third. Top 2/3 and the bottom 2/3. I'll set this aside to the side after I get this all curled. But it really, okay, we're at 13, we're 2 minutes in, and you can see I have quite a bit of my hair curled. And if I want just to do the bottom third, it's still, you can see that's curly. And if I separate these, it's going to get even fuller. And that's another cheat trick, is to separate your curls, each and every one. Let it cool. Let it stay close to your head, even if you bobby pin it or something, so that the curls can dry, like they can cool. The curls cool in the shape that they're in. Our hair has quite a bit of weight because it's long, so we curl it and then we let it hang down, and it pulls while it's hot, but it dries and it cools, and it just falls. Some of it falls out, not all of it. And I don't mind just having a wavy curl. That's all I ever get, because I don't always have time to sit and bobby pin each and every curl up to my head until it cools. But it is a trick that if you want it to be curlier. So this is the bottom third of my hair. So what I'll do is I'm going to set this right to the side, all that I have curled. I've pulled it all to the front and to the side. And then I'll let this part down on this side. and I'll curl it the same way. So we are maybe about 5 minutes in, and you can see I left that one in a little bit longer so you can see a little bit of the steam, and that steam is coming a little bit from the product because I turned that heat down post haste when I saw I had it on high. One of my granddaughters probably used my curling iron or something. But anyway, there you go. Isn't that pretty? Even just like that. I mean, I could even, if on a casual day, I could just walk out the door like this and I've got half of it down, half of it curled. This up in a messy bun pretty much. But I don't know how I only got about a third of my hair. So you can see I have this much more to curl on this side. Let's see if we can get it. I think I can push that to the back. And then as I go, I'll take these and I will quickly, again, I know it seems like it's gonna take longer because I'm using these, it's smoking again, steaming, whatever you wanna call it, because I put the product on. But I know that it seems like it is a lot because you're making thinner hair, you know, like you aren't doing big sections at a time and getting through the pile, you know what I mean? So just added that one to that, like that. And then I know it seems like it's taking longer, but ultimately if you do a thicker one, a thicker strand than these, then you have to keep it on longer to get the curl, number one. And number two, you are keeping heat on it longer. So when you have a thinner piece, it's just science. You know, less is more sometimes. So I don't know why that's steaming like that. See, I could have even done that thinner, but we're gonna leave it because curls are all, you know, kind of shapes and sizes. So see how thin this is? I'm going real thin with this. This thing is just, I think it's because of the spray that I put on my ends. That is oil on my ends, but it's also protecting my ends. So if you're still watching, 17 minutes in, this may have been a good idea for me to do this as a video, and then I can speed it up or something. I might speed it up and edit it for YouTube. So we'll see. I'll speed it up fast like they do on TikTok. Okay, because it'd have to be really, really speeded up. I'd have to speed that thing up almost, you know, 85% to get this down to 5 or 6 minutes. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we're getting it done. We're getting it done. I have a lot of hair, you guys, a lot of hair. So you can see getting more and more and more and more. But I'm mostly interested in the end curls because I'm gonna try to do this boho headband. And again, super thin slice pieces. Another thing you can do, which I'll do a sample of one, is you can, usually I just roll it up, and by the time I roll it up, and then I just leave it on there for maybe 5 or 10 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10, and that should have curled the whole thing, and it did. So then you, oh, that didn't give it a very good curl today. Huh, that was weird, because I kept that on there probably the longest of all of them. Maybe it starts straightening it. Maybe I need to do it even less time. That's the answer for me, is less time. Less hair, less time. Look how thin that piece is that I'm putting on there. So let's just roll it up. It may be that there's a lot of product on there. That could be why that one didn't really curl that good like the others have. Let's see. This is the overall look. See, that one did not curl. Maybe it was too much. Go back and yeah, there we go. Look at the difference. Got to do this one over. Sometimes you got to do them over. You know, it's okay. It's only a few seconds. And when I say do over, I just split that in half. I think I had it too thick. You got to have them. If you're going to do a big thick one and try to get it done in no time at all, then you're going to have to keep it on there for a good 30 to 60 seconds if you have a thick amount. There we go. There it is. Ding, ding, ding. And then come back. Yeah. Haste makes waste, guys. Just do the thin ones and do them for less time and you'll be golden. Burr, 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 burr. Burr, burr, burr. Ding, ding, ding. I like it. Okay, this is 21 minutes in. I don't think anyone is going to be here for this long. But we have talked about stuff that I sell. We've talked about how to use the oil. We've talked about skin tones. They have apps that you can check your skin tone. I did it on my Meta AI Facebook Messenger, and I said, please check my skin tone and tell me what colors would complement my skin. And they said, look at your veins and see what color they are. And mine are blue. And so like if my veins had been green or purple or red, then they would have gave me a different answer. But their answer for me is that I have cool tones. I never heard that I had cool tones in my life, but we'll go with it. We'll try it. I'm going to be the pink lady for a while. I'm going to try it, you know. It might work. You know, our stuff might change as we get older. My favorite color is teal, which is blues and greens, and that's what I wear a lot of. But I noticed lately that I've kind of been liking the color pinks and oranges, but they didn't tell me orange was a good color for me, but they said pink is. But I have been loving pinks and oranges and purples together. And when I was a child, I know this for a fact, everything that I had like clothing, shirts, dresses, my Holly Hobby, my Care Bear, anything that I had a choice in saying a color was a yellow. And I wanted a Fiat X19 convertible that was up in the car lot. That was my choice of a car. And I can remember that from being 6 or 7, 8 years old, that I wanted a yellow convertible. And everything was yellow, yellow, yellow. And when I got in my 20s, I'd even say maybe in a little bit, well, no, I'd say 20s. In my 20s, I started going for teals, blues, greens, teals. You know, that was my go-to for my house, you know, like my colors in my, you know, home, my bedroom, my bedspreads, my clothing. It was all, you know, blues, greens, teals, blacks. Of course, you got to have your basic black. We're almost done here. Then we get to mess with I should have made this whole thing about curling hair. I have a lot of it. You can see I still probably have 6 or 7 of these left. But, so for cool face tones, then my Meta AI app, which you can pay for an app to do it too, and I didn't want to pay for the app. Tired of paying for apps. Got rid of a bunch of apps. That's a piece of valuable information there. Go through and see what you're being charged for, because a lot of times you'll try to do a trial. Maybe it's for a diet app, an exercise app, a puzzle app, and you pay for it, and then you forget about it, quit playing it, get a new phone or whatever, and you're still being charged for that app. And that happened to me. And oh, I probably took $100 a month off of the apps, off of my Play Store. And I'm telling you what, thank you, Jesus, that I went through and did that, because I literally was not using a lot of those apps that I had. So I don't buy apps. That's why I did the Meta AI and my Facebook Messenger. How you do that is you go to your Facebook Messenger and you just type in and like a question, not like you're searching, but like you're just typing a question, just like you would Google. And then you press enter in your Facebook Messenger area. It's in the place like where you're searching. Okay, we're getting down to the end, and got to comb some of the rigmarole out. I don't know how many curls I put in. I might count them for us later, but so far it's taken me about 20 minutes to curl my hair, and that's typical for me. 15, 20 minutes. I don't know exactly what time I started. Flip it over. And the whole reason I'm doing this is because I feel like if I use that wide boho band, I want to put my hair up, part up, you know, or I mean all the way up on top of the headband, the wide cloth headband, I should call it, instead of boho. Woo! I'm getting warm in here. Make sure you have a fan or something on. My skin tone is probably changing colors and looking red. What color goes with red? Greens and oranges. Oh, back to the Meta AI. I took a selfie of myself, is what they said to do. They said we need to see a selfie. And at one time they said, I'm a text app, so I can't do that. And I said, can I give you a selfie and you figure it out? And they said yes. And they also tried to figure it out from my vein colors. And both came up when they finally took my photo, as they allowed me to put the photo in, even though they're a text AI. Okay. Got to take a drink. All right, now, where is my, oh, here it is. This is going to go with this. I may put a gray skirt on. I got to put this up. I'm hot. Man, if I was going live on Facebook, this would have been 30 minutes. With this, you can wear it either way. You can wear it this way, where it's wide, or you can wear it with the knot. I think I'm going to try it wide. I'm going to try it wide. You put this on. And then I want the width. I want the width. Maybe I don't. Okay, put my glasses back on. I got hair. Okay, then what I want to do is I want to come up like this. I'm going to pull this up like this. And then I'm going to bring this up like this. See how it's curly? And then I'm just going to put that on top of there with this. Then I'm just going to arrange how I want it. So you can either have can have a lot. Look at all that. You can put as much as you want out. Like that. I like it. Do you like it? I love it. And then you can take this right here. Pull it together. Screw it in. Okay, I like it. Do you like it? I should ask my hubby if he likes it. He's the one that has to look at it. So, I mean, you can work with it a little bit too and have some coming down on the side like that. It's gonna be it. Well, guys, 31 minutes later, I think I've got the way I like it. Might put some more up. I'm not used to having my hair down on the side, you know, like my curl. I'm not used to that, but I like it. So, tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me where you're from. Tell me if you are from, are you from our hair group or from my YouTube? Or both. Looking for a mirror. See, this will kind of drive me crazy at first because I'm not used to having that, but I do like it. I do like it. I like it. So come and get you one. Come and get one. What color do you want? They're on sale for you for $3.50, but they're normally gonna be $5.50. I think it is on the website. Thanks, guys.